Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Tolu Aya Adewusi. It's always an amazing time when I get in the kitchen to share everyday recipe or some of my recipes with you all. And today I'm gonna be sharing something very easy to make. If you don't want to do the hard work and you want something simple, we can always go for this. If you're trying to lose some weight and you're looking for some healthy alternative, this is also gonna be something you want to try out. And if you're just looking for something light, you don't want to eat something heavy in the nighttime, this is also something you can eat. I'm making a pan-seared cod with sauteed vegetables. It's gonna be beautiful, it's gonna look pretty, but your girl is local now, and I have to put a Tolu spin on it and a Tolu taste. So this is one of my local food. It is seafood. I love seafood, and I'm making you the Alaskan cod. So let me introduce you to the ingredients we're gonna be using for this recipe today. To go with this meal, I'm gonna be making a creamy corn with cranberries. This is my Oga's recipe. Did I say that? This is his recipe. He's always the chef in the kitchen. When he does this, everybody sits around the kitchen table. If you don't eat anything on your plate, you will surely eat this. And when he makes this, he used the sweet corn. This is actually the frozen corn. I actually tore it out. So this is the sweet corn that we're gonna be using. And for this, we're gonna use some diced onions. We have cranberries, and right here I actually have some sweetened condensed milk. You can also use heavy cream, or you can use your carnation milk, but in that situation you're gonna still have to add some sugar. But because I'm using the condensed milk, we don't have to use any sugar in this because this is already sweet and we do not want to overpower it. And also for this, we're gonna be using butter instead of using olive oil. For the fish we're using olive oil, but for the corn we're using butter. And we're gonna have some milk, and we have some cornstarch. This is the cornstarch and the milk we're gonna use to thicken it up a little bit so that it's not watery. I've been going on and on, guys. This is Tolu Cook, and let the fun begin.
Tell me who plans better, that dream come true.
Making the creamy corn with cranberry to go with the pan-seared cod that I made. So now the ingredient is already set out, which I also introduced in the video of the pan-seared, which is the sweet corn. This is a sweet corn. I'm actually using the frozen corn. I thawed it out, so this is a sweet corn that we're using. We're gonna be using some butter to start off this dish. I have some butter, I have some sweetened condensed milk, I have some onions, I have my cranberry, I have my cornstarch, and some 2% milk. And also I have my nutmeg hidden from me. So I have my nutmeg I'm gonna be grating into this. I have to give it that nutty flavor, and I'm gonna be putting some black pepper, peppercorn, and some sea salt. That is all I'm gonna be using for this recipe. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the butter I'm gonna use in the pan. I do not want to use too much butter. If I need more, I can always add more to it. And I'm gonna let this melt down. Onions already cut up. Like I said, this is my Oga's recipe. I'm gonna let the onions cook down because I really do not want to see the onions sticking out in it. I just want the flavor majorly from the onions. Ahead and add in my corn. I'm gonna go ahead and add in the condensed milk. I have my cornstarch, so I'm just gonna use, this is about 1.5 teaspoons of the cornstarch. And I'm gonna use some 2% milk. to kind of mix it out. And that's gonna be my thickener. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my cranberries. This is really easy to make. I have my salt to taste, so season according. I'm using sea salt, and I'm using the black peppercorn. And I have my nutmeg. I'm gonna grate it right into it. I'm not using a lot. You can also have this on your Thanksgiving dinner meal. You can have it on every day. But this is something we love in this family. So I'm gonna go ahead and add in my cornstarch at this time. You can see it's already cooking down. I just want to mix it to the bottom to make sure that none of the cornstarch is sticking down there. And I'm gonna mix this in. Some people choose to use flour. They use the flour to mix their milk. I do not like to use flour. So you can see it is already thickening up because of the cornstarch. Can you see that? And it's gonna thicken up a whole lot. So I'm gonna put the rest of my milk, because I do want it thick, but I do not want it to be too thick. I'm gonna cover this and let it steam together for about 3 minutes. And I'll taste it. If I need to add a little bit more seasoning, I will. This is good. Nothing else needs to go in there. I made you pan-seared cod, Alaskan cod with creamy corn with cranberries. And guys, when I say it is the bomb, it is. I would love you to try it. And this is what we actually came up with. Look how beautiful this dish looks. Look at all the colors in this plate. And to be honest with you, the only carb on this dish is your corn. If you do not want to have this with the corn, you can always switch it out for any healthy starch of your choice. You can actually do plantains. You can do maybe some honey beans. You can do some baked beans alongside with it if you don't want to do the creamy corn. And if there's a vegetables you don't do, you can always switch it out. But just remember not to over season your dish with this, because the Alaskan cod is not a meaty it's not a meaty steak, so you cannot put too much seasoning. I will try this out for you and let you know how it tastes. Everything tastes good. From the cabbage to the fish to the corn, everything tastes delicious. There is no part of this dish that is bland, and that is always key. You want everything to balance itself well. My wonderful family, thank you for hanging out with me today. Have you subscribed to my channel? Have you liked this video or the last one or the one before? Please like my videos. Please help me share them with your contacts, with your family, with your community, and let us grow Tolu Cooks. Guys, it's always a wonderful time when I get in the kitchen to share this amazing recipe with you. This one is a borrowed recipe from my Oga on the top. And remember to hold on to your faith. Remember to keep your family to heart, never let go. And never let go of your beautiful, wonderful friend. This is the tree of life. It keeps us grounded, it keeps us going, and it actually gives life a meaning. I love you, I love you, I love you, and I will see you in the next episode of Tolu Cooks or Cooking with Tolu. Come cook with me. Mwah.